So then I realized that I wasn't gonna like that for the drop. Yeah, love F9. We're gonna talk about that. I mean, great instruments and great drum chains. Definitely use that. So I was like, maybe I have the verses in a straight 4/4 minimal. This is like a pop remix, so I didn't want to do too much. I already figure that my chorus, my drop is a little bit unexpected. So let's see. I went over here. Right. So I was trying to figure out how to get this type. Maybe I'll go back to drop one. So we're back on the. Here we go. This is just. I love breaks, like old break beats, and not just classic breaks, but like any type of breaks from anywhere. People drum stuff, whatever, YouTube. I'll grab it. I'll take it. I love it. I think it adds something that I can't add programming. So I like to combine them. This is the first drop, just the drums. This is one break called loop 4. So I just started piecing things together. It's like when you are starting to put together your groove, think of them as ingredients. Like, do you want, let's say it's like a houseier track and you're using 707 drum sounds or 909 sounds. Like, we all know what that sounds like and they're effective and they're great. It's like, how do you make this stand out? Like, or else, even if you have a cool groove, sonically, it just will kind of be the same as thousands of other records that came before you. So, do you want something dusty in there? Do you want think aesthetic and palettes? Like, do you want something really weird and unique that people can't place? Do you want vocal stuff? So this is let's see. Can I find it? Show in browser. This is just a loop I found on, I don't know. I think I just found it on like a on like YouTube or something, and then just ripped it. Like some jazz drummer. This is a full. Oh, you guys can't hear the okay, good to know. Let me open it up. Thanks for letting me know. So you can't hear the audition. Okay. So I've warped it a little bit. This is the full break. That's with my drum chain on it, but it's it's more or less that. This is another one that I've used to make this. That's clearly sped up. So I'm bringing them in and I'm warping them to speed, which means changing the speed to match. Maybe I'll change where the hits are. This one, not a whole lot. This one, I warped. Oh, and I have like a weird. I don't know what I was doing with this one. So I mean, it was a lot of like playing. Let's see how these two play together. Just these two things. On their own, it doesn't sound like much. These are the breaks. I had a shaker, and I was just experimenting with how to go back and forth, like kind of a call and response situation with these scattered kicks. So all together. Whoops. Without the kick. I understand that that's not a very straightforward beat, and that's why I have it playing with a more straightforward bass line here. Baseline is pretty predictable there. If anyone can tell me what techniques I'm using from our baseline module, you will get some bonus points. And then it just goes back to the verse. So usually, you're probably going to be taking one major idea, but with a pop remix, I like to switch it up, the groove sometimes. It was just an experiment. Let's have a quick look at the 4/4 groove, because this is more or less where I started the track, just building this. Same claps. This is another loop that I programmed using a bunch of like different hits that I just like create sort of like loops that you like. I just called it late lunch. I mean, I don't even know. I think I spent a week just making like only drum loops, which is something I don't usually do. And then just bouncing them out into iTunes or whatever. And that way, when it's time to write a beat, I'm like, yo, okay, like let's just see what we like here. And this is at 108 originally, and then I have it on repitch.